county has been violating the law.
I go, where in God's green earth are they coming up with that number just by looking at the outside of these houses?
It just is not fair.
Our backs are against the wall. We have nowhere to go.
Do you think this is a crisis?
I do think this is a crisis.
Who are they responsible to? Frank White? What's Frank doing?
Fight, fight, fight. Fight for what you believe in.
Homeowners' property taxes are going up 30% this year. The Jackson County Assessor's Office says it's because real estate values have increased locally. KMBC 9's Brian Johnson is here now with reaction from owners.
Yeah, Kelly, lots of people have concerns about this. Jackson County says 30% on average. That means some people will see larger increases. Now, owners get their valuation notices in the mail next month. Tax bills will be sent after that.
Jackson County property assessments may already be in your mailbox. If not, they're at least on the way. And the county says you might be in store for some sticker shock.
From $129,000 to $233,000. Which is an 81% increase. My taxes themselves went from $1,800 to $2,900.
I personally had a 96.5% jump in the value of my home that was built in 1941 and has not been modernized.
But this right here just adds $600–700 more of an expense a month that we can't afford.
Laura Carey says she was stunned when she got her new assessment. It went from $239,000 to $404,000, a 69% increase.
I'm going, they're drunk. There's something seriously wrong here. How do you jump that high?
You don't double anybody's taxes like this.
KSHB has been talking to homeowners about this issue for weeks.
And I have a neighbor that his went up 100%. How does it go up 100%?
And today, we talked to a young couple starting a family who received the unimaginable.
Our property taxes went up by 775%. How is this math working?
A 16-page lawsuit filed last week addresses one key issue, according to plaintiffs. They're claiming the county did not notify some property owners of their tax assessments before June 15th.
State statute says the county must give notice to property owners about their assessments by June the 15th, so they can appeal them by July the 10th.
Because the county did not send out the notice on time, they're not entitled to raise the taxes for the coming year.
Question still hangs over Jackson County's assessment. Did they really do a physical home inspection?
State law requires any assessment over 15% to include evidence of a physical inspection, and a photo of the house from the street doesn't qualify.
Both Missouri state law and Jackson County code clarify it cannot be done by a drive-by.
Jackson County took photos, which they consider proof they were there. But those same photos also reveal how long they were at your house before making some pretty big changes. The photos are unremarkable. Duplexes in shades of beige in a quiet Independence neighborhood. The fine print at the bottom grabbed our attention. It becomes fascinating when you plot it out on a neighborhood map, which is exactly what we did. The timestamps reveal the second the photos were taken by Jackson County's assessment department on January 7th, 2021. When you do that, you discover the path someone took taking those photos from one house to the next, up South Powhatan Court and eventually over to Arrowhead Court. It's 52 inspections in 36 minutes. That's 41 seconds per property. Do you remember anybody being out here with a tape measure and really taking a good look at your property?
No. There's never been anybody here like that.
State law requires physical inspections if the value increases to 15% or more. So what really happened in 41 seconds is important. About half of these duplexes required those physical inspections because they saw large increases.
New complaints tonight about Jackson County property assessment appeals. Good evening, I'm Laura Moritz.
And I am Priya Berry. People fighting for an accurate assessment say they've showed up for their hearing only to be turned away.
KMBC 9's Brian Johnson is live at the assessment department getting answers. Brian?
Yeah, Laura, Bria, well, deep frustration doesn't begin to describe how some people feel about this process. They say that someone should be held accountable, and they feel that the county should explain that it has made some mistakes.
Frustrations from property owners continue against Jackson County's property tax assessments. Dozens of people gathered outside the county courthouse to protest their rates.
But the bigger conversations about how to move forward are just beginning.
Whether that's the state, whether that's the county, the city, whatever we need to do to modify these things, we need to ride this momentum to get those things done now.